Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Let's just check all the levels here, make sure everything is working. Mic is looking good. Looks like the stream is healthy. All right, fantastic. Yeah, I think we are ready to go. So, I don't know if you are following me on Twitter or not, Twitto, but yeah, this is going to be a month of busy Saturdays. Hey, Raider, welcome. Yeah, you are on time, ready to go. Yeah, this is going to be a month of busy Saturdays, including, I believe Christmas is on a Saturday, so I'm not going to be streaming on Christmas. I don't have any plans for that. But yeah, I'm just going to do the Kerbal streams on Sundays this week and next week, so that I can make sure to do it, because I definitely am having a great time here, and I want to keep doing this playthrough. So, let's review where we're at so far. I've got another new rocket on the pad. That's a familiar launcher. That's the Arcus medium launch vehicle, although with a stretched first stage for a little bit of extra delta V, because we've got a pretty big payload, as you can see right there. And let's go ahead and get the UI back. All right, yeah, so here we are on the pad. Let's review what we were doing last week, though. So if I look here in our notifications, we've got a lot of contracts that we completed last time. Oh, thank you. Yeah, let me take that off. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Raider. Yeah, so yeah, contract parameter complete. Mybels, I forget which one that is, but I renamed these. So Raider, you are now in the crew, as is Shipwreck, and we have a Kerbal named by Satan as Ripley. So let's just go ahead and clear some of these. Margaret is Shipwreck, by the way. Megvis, I believe, is Ripley. Rescue Jebediah from orbit of Kerbin. Huh. That seems like an error. That'll be interesting. I'll have to double check, because I know where Jebediah is. He's stranded. We're waiting for him to come back. And in fact, we're going to be advancing the clock a bit more today. I'm going to see about putting 1 week between launches, because we are getting ever closer to rescuing our original Kerbals. And if I look here, we've got a sphere of influence change for one of our satellites, our probes that we're sending to either Joule, or I think this one is for Moho. I think it's going to take a little bit longer to get to Joule than it will to get to Moho. So let's take a look back in. Let's go ahead and go to the vehicle assembly building and take a look at this rocket right here and our cool payload. So this is related to the stream title here. We've got a space forklift and station modules. So let's take it off from right about here. So we've got these things bracing these, and that there is the space forklift. It is a space tug that will be used to do assembly of space stations in orbit, as well as moving around of various modules. It's got these 4 arms that will extend the RCS thrusters to get more leverage. And that will be important because this thing is small, but it's going to be pushing large payloads. And we're going to give it a test, see how well it does. I've made forklifts before, but it has been a long time, and I'm going to see if this thing is capable. It's got plenty of RCS, it's got plenty of fuel. On its own, it's got, I think, just over a kilometer per second of delta V. Lots of power, lots of stabilization, so we should be pretty capable here, but we won't know for sure until we try it out. And here, we have 3 of the spokes of the habitation wheel for the new station that we launched the core for last week. And this guy is going to, his test is going to be to dock these to that station hub. And this is a big payload, and the big heavy launcher is not ready yet. I did not have time to work on that this past week, unfortunately. But this guy should be able to lift it just fine with just a little bit more fuel in the booster stage. So I've added this small fuel tank here. Let's go ahead and reload this vessel. Awesome, perfect. And let's take it out to the pad and let's give it a launch. I have coffee and beer for the stream today to stay caffeinated and hydrated-ish. They're not the best for hydration, but they're both tasty, so hopefully that doesn't make me a little bit odd. I expect that that will give me a higher thrust-to-weight ratio, but lower delta V overall. That's my expectation with coffee and beer together. All right. Here we go. I'm not going to set the target yet because that could cause me, if I change the reference down here. I've seen that it goes from surface straight to target, and that could cause some issues with the stability assist. So we're going to wait on that. But let's go ahead and... oh yeah, because I reverted, these are all back. Let's just... There we go. Let's go ahead and turn on our flight recorder. We want altitude, we want acceleration, and we want dynamic pressure. And let's throttle up. And I want to make an overlay for Steam for mission status, mission progress, and oh, let's fix the staging. Forgot that. There we go. I'm gonna have to change that in the VAB later. And also for a countdown, but I have not worked on that yet. One of the many things on my list now. And let's go ahead and choose a cool spot to watch the launch from. Set the position right over there. Target is this rocket right here. All right, and yeah, that's a pretty good zoom. I like that. Let's close these and let's do our countdown. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and launch. And we have liftoff. I'm going to start the pitch over right now. We're going to pitch down range. I'm going to be a little bit aggressive about it. Arcadia Station is at a 150-kilometer orbit. It's a little bit lower than Station 1. Alright, let's point prograde. We've got the probe core on there that can hold prograde. And we are supersonic already. And we have SRB burnout now and separation. There they go. And we have maximum aerodynamic pressure. Let's close that. There we go. Things are looking nominal. And we're coming up soon on main engine cutoff. Alright, we have main engine cutoff, stage separation, and second engine start. And let's go ahead and deploy the fairing as well. There it goes. That's a good view. Alright, and I think I want to pitch down, work on our lateral velocity here. We're not quite aggressive enough on that gravity turn. We've got a pretty good apoapsis. And this is the lower power, higher efficiency engine, so this will take a little bit of time to push this heavy a payload, but it will do so very efficiently. We have 2.3 kilometers per second of delta V remaining in this stage. Yeah, this fuel is not available to this craft. Because I disabled crossfeed there because I don't want to get this to orbit and then have an empty fuel tank for the space forklift. That would be no good. Alright, we're in space. I'm going to point right at the horizon. Yeah, now we just chill and watch this thing go. But yeah, I've got my robotic parts going here. So these have hinges, and this right here is the controller for the hinges. So these should be able to extend. I'll need to unlock them manually. They are locked, otherwise they'd be flapping all over the place. And that would be no good for our launch. They'd have clipped through the fairing and everything, and that is never a good thing. Let's see how well it will keep up if I speed this up just a bit. Decently. Okay, I'm going to leave it on 2 times speed for a little bit. We can set our target now, Arcadia Station. Shipwreck, hey, you're first. You were the first one I rescued last week, too. I've taken your Kerbal down to the surface, so you are ready to be part of the crew. Alright, our apoapsis is looking good. Our periapsis is coming up. You think that's a good idea? No, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's a fun idea. Not necessarily the same thing. Alright, I've cut off the engine. We have a good apoapsis. And our periapsis is outside of Kerbin's atmosphere, so that is always a good thing. Let's see where we are relative to our station, because I never really worry about a launch window for these things. I just go. Probably should worry about a launch window a little bit better. Of course, it's all right here, jumbled together. Let's see if I can isolate and just pin. There we go, intersect 1. And the station. Okay, it's behind us, so we need to let it catch up. That's good. So if I go to the apoapsis and raise the periapsis and slow down, well, I say slow down. Basically, what I'm doing is making the orbital period longer so that the other station can catch up. I'm really speeding up. Orbit terminology gets a little bit weird. But yeah, let's point prograde again. And let that slowly shift over. And let's warp to apoapsis. And turn on the engines. And let's watch. It's probably this one that we're going to get. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely getting closer. Okay, so now it says 465. It just took it a moment to update that. As soon as I got past that point, now it's accurately tracking us. Okay, perfect. So I just need this to go down to as close to 0 as possible. Our relative inclination is not great either, but I think we'll be alright. We've got a fanfare. Hey, Shipwreck, thank you for the sub. That's fantastic. Also, I've got a full stack of followers now. I have 64. That's a stack. Alright, 0.8 kilometers. That's actually really, really good. You love the subway. Did you mean to type it that way? See, while we wait for this to go around, let me show you the roster here. So yeah, available. Let's see. Down here we go. There's Raider, there's Shipwreck, and there's Ripley, who was named by who's named by Satan. I don't know what happened there, lol. Yes, got founder's badge. Yep, you are. It says first right there. So that proves it. You are first. Okay, but we are going to need to bleed off 141 meters per second once we get there. So let's. That's in 41 minutes. So if I go here, if I warp to here, we'll have 5 minutes to approach the station. So Shipwreck, what we're doing here, I have built a space forklift, and we're going to test it by trying to assemble a space station in orbit. Have either of you guys watched Mystery Science Theater 3000 ever? Because I've got some inspiration from that here. Alright, let's look at the target. And we're 34 kilometers away. Nope. Oh, you might really love it, Shipwreck. Basically, the premise is a guy got shot into space by a mad scientist, and he's stranded in a space station, and they are testing him by forcing him to watch bad movies to see what they do to his brain. And in order to survive, he has cannibalized parts of his station. Sounds like the story of Elon Musk a little bit. But yeah, he's cannibalized parts of his station to build robots, so he has someone to talk to. And one of the movies they watch is called Fugitive Alien, and it is really, really bad. No, wait, it's not Fugitive Alien that has this. It's oh, I'm having a brain fart on this. But there's a scene where someone is on the station and drives a forklift and tries to kill someone with it. And so they keep singing the song, "He tried to kill me with a forklift." So this is the space forklift right here, but we're gonna try not to kill anyone with it. All right, let's get closer. Shipwreck says, "I see Alpin." Let me refresh over here. Hey, I do see an Alpin. Shoots her over Alpin's head. Are you sure you didn't shoot it right at Alpin's head? I know how your arrows go. Alright, I'm going to start slowing down here. And that is tightening up our approach as well. Details, says Shipwreck. That's true. It's all in the details. Alright, we're 8 kilometers away and definitely want to slow down. That is quite the approach there, too. Alright, about 50 meters per second, that's pretty good. And this should avoid a collision. We don't want a collision. We want to gently nudge the station with the docking port. Alright, we're 3 kilometers away. Let's slow down a little bit more. I'm gonna cut the engines for a minute. It's about to load the station parts into the physics engine. There's the lag spike. It was brief because this is a small station so far. We're gonna change that today, hopefully. Alright, that's going to take us within 116 kilometers of the station. That's real close, so let's go ahead and let this take us closer. And we can see it coming into view now. Alright, let's point retrograde relative to the target, and we're still coming in at a reasonable clip, so let's slow that down. 2 meters per second. That's pretty good. Full throttle, Scotty. I'm definitely not giving her all she's got. That would be a bad plan. We're at about, what, 1/4 impulse right now? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and this will take us to a distance of 136 meters. And then we want to come to a stop. And this is a test, so hopefully things go well, but they might not. The good news is there are no live Kerbals here, so the chance of killing one are basically none. If we manage to kill a Kerbal doing this, that would be a true feat. Alright. There it is, a full stop. We're still going to drift apart because we're not quite in the same orbit. And of course we are in the dark. Always, always doing this in the dark. Let's see, does this have lights? It should have lights. I hope I put lights on it. Okay, that has lights. So here's our station hub. And it doesn't have as many lights as I had hoped. I might have to do some addition of lights using some Kerbals on EVA. Because it looks like maybe the one feature that I forgot to put on this station is lighting. Which is not super important, but it's nice to have. Especially for the looks, especially if we're in the dark. So we're going to get a sunrise while we do this, though, so that's cool. That's the silver lining there. Let's go ahead and undock this guy. And it's not doing my RCS. Can we fly to the sun? We can fly to the sun. It takes a whole lot of Delta V to fly to the sun, but we will send a mission to the sun at some point. It won't be today, but there will be missions to the sun. And let's see, what is the... Okay, it looks like they're both on the same action group, so there we go. We unfurled the solar panels in the dark and extended our RCS arms. So let's lock these again so that they don't flap around. There we go. And there was an update to the mod that does my really nice engine plumes, and this does have lights. Why didn't they light up before? There we go. Yeah, now we've got lights. We have to make a fire resistance potion first. Yeah, that would help. All right, let's slow that down. But yeah, these RCS plumes look a whole lot nicer now. Let's go here. Here. And let's go ahead and get rid of that. And that. And finally, that. Okay. And it looks like those were not attached to this. Kerbal does not handle multiple attachment nodes very well at all, so that's annoying, but it's not an actual problem. Let's now undock the first of these. Oh, and it went flying. That's an issue. Because it does not have any control. So this is going to be fun. Maybe on the next ones, we should dock to it with this guy first, and then we'll undock it from the launcher. Where did it go? Is the question. There it is. All right, that's our target now. So let's find that thing. And I want to look at my fuel. So yeah, we're using up a lot of power, so we need the sun soon. All right, let's go ahead and fire up these engines. And it's using the RCS for that. I don't want that. These are not active, huh? Interesting. That's alright, we'll turn them on manually. There we go. There we go. That is a lot better. Okay, now we want the RCS, and we do not want this to be... let's see, actuation toggles. This enabled. I think we should be actually okay. Okay, yeah, so it was because these engines were disabled that it was using that for thrust. Okay, cool. Yep, that's testing for you. Alright, so we need to catch up to this guy. And that's, it's spinning around madly, so this is going to be interesting. This is going to be really interesting. Alright, here we go. We're coming up on it. And I think I want this docking port. This one right here. Can I catch it? Yep, set as target. That's the one. Because this side over here, the blunt side, is where we're going to attach it. But first we're going to have to stop it spinning, which is going to be a real challenge without doing any damage to anything. Alright, we're slowing down. Let's lock the camera. This is more exciting than I planned. Exciting isn't exactly what you want for for an operation like this. But again, at least we don't have any Kerbals at risk here. Let's just slowly approach. What do the astronauts eat? Snacks. That's all it says. It says snacks. I can show you the interior of a ship once we are at one with Kerbals, and they have quite a few drawers full of snacks. Alright. Scooby snacks. Maybe. Maybe. Kerbal snacks. Probably astronaut ice cream. Mined from Minmus. Alright. Here we go. We're gonna have a collision here. An intentional one. Looks like we already had the collision. Oh man. So it's a good thing in Interstellar that the ship was rotating around the docking port, because if it had been tumbling end over end, he would not have been able to dock to it. There's no way. Let's see. Okay, we're doing okay with monopropellant. We're using more than I'd like, but we're doing okay. Alright, can we catch this thing? My confidence level is pretty low on this operation, I must admit. But if we can do it, this would be the maneuver of my career right here. Make sure we are getting an accurate distance measurement, and I am concentrating really hard here. Okay, when it swings close, it's at about 18 meters now. 15. 10. Okay, let's slow down. 7. Wow, this is stressful. This is really stressful. Here we go. We're really close to this thing. Oh, whoa, 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 we slowed it down. Okay, that's good. It pushed us backwards, though. That thing weighs more than we do. But that was a good outcome there. That was a very good outcome. Meanwhile, we are drifting farther and farther from our target station. This is a more intense test than intended for this thing. If this thing can do this, then I'm going to be very happy with this forklift. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Let's see if I can move around it. Using so much RCS fuel. We've used 1/4 of our total RCS fuel, and it's getting away from us, actually. Let's speed up. And we need to go over here to the left of it. Yeah, this is tumbling wildly, but it's tumbling more slowly than before, so that is good news. Point yourself over here, please. Ah, so close, so close. I might have to bump it one more time to stop the rotation. Or I might have to dock on the other side because that seems to be a little bit more stable. It's rotating around that, which makes sense because it should be a little bit heavier over here, so that is going to be a more stable point. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, meanwhile, I'm using so much RCS fuel. That's a constant problem in this series. Always running out of RCS fuel. Okay. Here it comes, back in range. Let's approach. Oh, so close, so close. And it's getting away again. No! We've used half of our RCS fuel. Half of it. Let's see, and I don't have any control over this thing, unfortunately. Yeah, we're just drifting past it now. Ah, oh, nuts. Okay, we're still pretty close to the station though, so that's good news. Yeah, I might have to abandon this thing. This is going to take one of the little grabber claws. I'm going to have to come up with something. In the future, there will be some missions to remove space junk and to clear up our orbits. So that will take something with a claw instead of these. So a big ol' advanced grabber unit is what it's called, aka the claw. But for now, I think that was a valiant attempt, but that thing is just tumbling too wildly end over end for this thing to reasonably get. Although every time I look at it, I think, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. But look at it going. So let's see, where is... Let's set the launch ship as our target. And let's find it. Okay, there it is right there, 2 kilometers away. And the station is 1.5 kilometers away. Oh good, we're close enough we can look at the target. Okay. Oh, we're still actually targeted on that. Dang it. Let's see. Let's actually set the station as our target. And let's head back to the station. And let's see if it works any better if we grab the habitation module first, and then then we undock it, because it apparently was clipped slightly. I thought I had accounted for any of the parts that clipped, but I bet it was the radiator part. I bet that was clipping, and that caused us some grief. What can I see from here? That's still looking at that. Okay, so actually I think... Station hub launch. There we go, that's the one right there. Okay. Just had to figure out how the game is handling names for these things. Okay, these new RCS plumes are great. I am a fan. Alright, well, I'm upset that we've used so much RCS fuel, but we do have plenty on the station hub, so it's easy to refuel this thing. Alright, I need a tighter approach too, so let's go ahead and speed up. Yeah, I have 50 units of RCS fuel left. Not enough monopropellant for my comfort. And this is tumbling too, but we should be able to have it correct itself, so that's not going to be an actual problem. In fact, let's do that now. Oh, except that it's out of electric charge, so it cannot do that. Oh no. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. That was a failure, but this was not. So let's actually... let's change back to the station. Because we need to refuel this thing. And we can launch more of the habitation modules. And this thing will be there to pick them up. And now we know what is wrong with our launcher for those. Or not the launcher so much, but the deployer, the satellite deployer. And the sun is going down, so we're doing this in darkness again. Of course we are. Let's turn around. Slow down. There we go. Yeah, this thing on its own is incredibly maneuverable. Alright, there's the target right there. So now we need to choose a docking port. Looks like this one that we're already pointing at will work just fine. This one right here. The one we're pointing at is on the other side. Alright, let's change our camera mode to locked. And we're just about there. You can do it. Oh, don't tell me there's a problem with this. There shouldn't be. I mean, it's inside of this part, but it should still work. We should be able to... We're not making contact with it, though. Oh, no, it's that battery. That battery is clipping. Okay, so we're gonna have to take... We're gonna have to take a crew up here and remove these batteries. Alright, yeah, so here we are. We're learning about this thing. Let's set this as the target then. Get out of there, man. Get out of there. Fascinating. Okay. How do we get stuck on this? That's the question. Get out of there. This is not recommended for this equipment. There we go. It's the magnets. It's the magnets for the docking ports. There we go. All right. Okay, so we've learned a couple of things. Our deployer for the habitation module hubs or spokes are clipping, and that's causing an issue. And also we have a battery that is in the way of that docking port, and that is going to prevent us being able to use that docking port. But this one should be just fine. There we go. All right, so we have our space forklift, and let's refuel its RCS fuel. Let's see, that one. Okay, yep, that's the one we want. We want to transfer in. Okay, perfect. Now this here, that is basically full. We don't need to worry about that. But yeah, take a look at that. Take a look at that. So that might be the problem. Also, these. Let's aim the camera and let's inspect this closely. I suspect it's this, but it's possible it might be these as well. Okay, so let's go back to our space center. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink here. And let's send up some more of these habitation modules, and let's also send a Kerbal in one of them. Let's see, Shipwreck is a scientist, so that won't work, but we can send, I believe it's Ripley, who is an engineer, so let's send Ripley. We don't need another one of these, so we can take that off. And we can edit this fairing. There we go. Save, and let's look at our crew. Alright, yeah, Ripley the engineer. Alright. We're not sending her with a way to get home, so we're just sending her. Let's get this going. I gotta say though, I got more done with attempting to catch that that runaway module than I thought I'd be able to. I was expecting something to explode. I was expecting it to crunch the solar panels on my space forklift. All right, let's turn on the flight recorder, and we want altitude, acceleration, and dynamic pressure. Let's watch from over here this time. Set the target and set our position right there. All right, and stability assist on, throttle up, and here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Let's start our pitch over. And Ripley is just a passenger right now. She is not flying this ship. She does not know how. She does not have those qualifications. Vehicle is supersonic. Throttle down to reduce maximum load on the vehicle. throttle back up. We have maximum aerodynamic pressure, SRB burnout, and separation. Hey, Kit. Welcome in. You're familiar with KSP. Nice. Hilariously, most of the people that I stream this for are Minecrafters who are not familiar with it, which makes things very interesting. Alright, and we're not being nearly aggressive enough on our pitching over. Okay, but we're coming up on main engine cutoff, stage separation, and second engine start. And let's point right at the horizon here. And let's get rid of our fairing as well. There we go. And Kit says, I've poured many hours into this game, racked up 400 hours in the first semester, had it back in college. Very nice. Yeah, this is the only game, I think, in my Steam library that does not inflate my numbers. So there's so many games that I've spent a lot of time on the pause screen while I have to go, you know, take care of kids or go run errands or something like that. So, for example, I think it says I have 2,400 hours in Oxygen Not Included, but really it's probably less than half that, which is still a lot. But Kerbal Space Program, I've had enough installations of it, and some of them not in Steam, that plus if you count all the time managing the mods, I've spent a lot more time in Kerbal Space Program than Steam claims. Alright, so we're looking for an apoapsis of 150 kilometers. So what we did before you joined, Kit, is that we, last week, I launched a new station module, and we've got these here, which are going to be spokes. Oh, and I didn't adjust. They clip a little bit, so they pop off, but that's okay. We're going to use a space forklift, which I launched, and we're going to attempt to dock these to the hub. We had some issues, though, so we're going to use Ripley Kerman, who was named after one of our friends from the Still Alive SMP. And she is an engineer. She's going to do EVA engineering and remove some batteries that might be blocking access to a docking port. And Kit says, I attempted to do RSS once. Once. So that's a real solar system. I assume with the entire Realism Overhaul mod set. I did that once as well. I didn't quite make it to the moon. I think I might have flown a probe by the moon. I don't think I impacted anything on the moon. But yeah, I didn't make it terribly far, and that was on my old laptop, so I was playing that at about 12 frames per second, but they were beautiful frames. Yeah, my dinky laptop at the time sounded like it was taking off. Very nice. Although this game is notorious, even a beefy computer gets really framey once you start docking a bunch of stuff together. Let's see. So we're a minute from apoapsis, and we definitely need to do another burn. Where are we relative to the station? We're opposite. Of course we're opposite. Okay. And I have realized that an issue, I don't have solar panels on this launch. This is not intended to be the power module for the station, but I should have considered that. Look how we are burning through our electric charge using our reaction wheels. Wow. Alright, but starting the engine should help with that, so let's, yep, there we go. And we need to get a stable orbit. And then we need to raise our orbit so that we can let the station catch up with us. And it's farther away, so we're going to raise it more than we did last time. Some things I want to try out on this, there's Kerbalism, which I've done a little bit of tinkering with, but is a lot of fun. And another try at Realism Overhaul, which is an entirely huge jump in difficulty for this game. But what I really want to do with this, at the very end of this playthrough, I want to have a very highly capable ship put everyone aboard, install some of the mods for working IVA components, so we have a good dashboard, and fly the whole mission from within the cockpit, and go and visit everywhere in the Kerbal system, Okay, so I need to get back to the apoapsis. Let's pin that. We have 1 degree of relative inclination. That's not too bad. Yeah, let's go ahead and warp to here. Is that really my apoapsis? No. Okay, here's my real apoapsis right here. Yeah, I've done some testing on it. About a year ago, I tried a moon landing from within the cockpit. It's doable, but it's tricky. But definitely doable. Alright. Oh, and we've run out of... Oh, and she can't fly this thing. Ripley? You can at least start the engines. Surely you can at least start the engines. Well, this is a thing. I think we need the whole crew, so I think we're gonna send everybody. So, we're gonna send Shipwreck, and we're gonna send who is it? So we got Ripley, we got Raider. We're gonna send Raider. I think Raider is our actual pilot. So, or what we can do, let's go here and let's send our rescue ship. Maybe we can even put a solar panel on this thing. So Ripley's gonna get to prove herself as a Kerbal. Alright, so Ilalong, I do not know how I should pronounce that. This is our old station, and I've only got 1 remaining return capsule, so that's gonna have to change. But yeah, this is our multi-purpose rescue ship, which in theory can land on small bodies. But yeah, let's see, which solar panels are these? Okay, but Ilalong cannot actually remove those. That's alright, let's just go. That's never gone wrong. Monopropellant, we don't have any. But we can refuel that. Let's see, let's open up the fuel balancer. Do we have it elsewhere? Okay, that is here. We don't want to take it out of the return capsule, or yeah, the return capsule. But here. Okay, these here, we can go out. Okay, and yeah, these are the ones there. Okay, cool. So now... Where is my RCS fuel on this? I think that'll be fine. Let's just close this. Mark II inline cockpit. Lander can. Okay, yeah, these got filled though, so we want those to be emptied. Okay, this here, that's where we want in. Okay. Although I think I just emptied these. No, I didn't. Okay, we're fine. Alright, that will be good. Let's stop all that and close this. And now we can undock, and we're gonna go rescue Ripley. Undock. There we go. Okay, yeah, we've got a decent amount of monopropellant now. That is fantastic. All right, here we go. Rescue missions are half the fun. Yeah, they are. And I've started rescuing viewers, so I might have to rename a Kerbal for you, Kit, and do a rescue. I don't know if it'll be this one. I need to do this first, but if we have time today, we'll do it today. Otherwise, it'll be next stream for sure. Let's do Arcadia Station as our target. Actually, no, we don't want Arcadia Station. We want the one with Ripley in it. There's Arcadia Station. I think it's this one right here. In fact, we're real close. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, especially with the expense of hiring new Kerbals, which is absurdly ridiculous. Yeah, the orbit, and let's point retrograde. Yeah, hiring Kerbals is the only thing that really, or rescuing Kerbals is the only thing that really makes sense. All right, so where are we going to intersect this? That's not too bad. Yeah, that's not a very circular orbit, so this is going to take some thinking here. I put a maneuver here. Yeah, might not be as bad as I was expecting, because this is working great. Just simply lowering the orbit. We've got a 1.3 degree difference in inclination, which isn't great, but it's not horrible either. Now this is going to be dangerous because this takes our periapsis way into Kerbin's atmosphere, and I'm not comfortable with that. Okay, there's the periapsis. Let's pin that. Come on, there we go. Nope. There we go. Now it's pinned. Okay, that's relatively safe. Little air brake is good sometimes, not in this time. That's just gonna mess with everything. Okay, radial out is not gonna do it. So let's do radial in. Although that also is gonna push our periapsis way down. Alright, so let's go ahead and delete that. So it will catch up with us. Yeah, this is a tricky one. Because we can intercept it if we basically burn straight down. But we will need to reverse course real quick. Otherwise we will fall into Kerbin's atmosphere. The other option we could let it do an entire orbit on its own and catch up to us. That is an option. It is getting ahead of us very soon, though. So let's do that. Let's, right here. Does that get rid of our encounter, though? Seems to. Okay, so maybe out here. Wow, so yeah. Just remember to stow your solar panels and air braking. Yeah, that's... I've made that mistake many times. And worse. I've lost more than solar panels in atmospheres of planets. Joule is particularly rough. That atmosphere, you hit it, it's like hitting solid ground. Let's try this. It just does not like that. Okay. And that's because we're over here where we are very different in altitudes. Well, Ripley, I've really royally gotten you stuck, but very close. All right, I think we might just have to do it. We might have to just drop our orbit and real quick turn around. We do have a thrust weight ratio of 4, so we can do it. It's just not my preferred method. It doesn't make me particularly comfortable. Though, hey, this is looking good. Periapsis is low. Yeah, if I wait for this one, though, I will already have impacted Kerbin, so it has to be this one over here. Wow, you have that many already? Oh, man. Well, I need to come up with ways to do that. I need to come up with things to do. Right now, I'm pretty much giving away the whole name a Kerbal thing. You know, if we wait, it'll just catch up with us. But that's one of the things that is on my to-do list, is come up with ideas for channel point redeems. And I'm definitely open to suggestions. Nine. Okay, between 8 and 9 orbits, we get a better opportunity. Yikes. Yeah, this is bad. All right, what if I do this? Okay, new plan. So if I make a maneuver at apoapsis and I match orbits like that, but I don't do it yet. I wait a few. Can I clean this up here? There's a lot of noise, so we don't want those. Okay. Yes. And this right here. Yeah, this is not the most riveting content right here, but this is important. This is the answer right here. Look how close we're getting. All right, right there. And that is 1 day. 1 day of orbiting, and then we do a 54.3 meters per second burn. So yeah, let's do that. And just in case I warp past it, I'm gonna do a quick save. I don't generally like to cheese the quick saves, especially in this playthrough here, but for warping past a maneuver node, I'll do it. This is the most tedious part of KSP, says ProKitman, but I love perfecting my orbits. Yeah, I've got, let's see, where are my relays? Those are probes, relays, here we go. I have some, why won't you let me zoom out? I would like to zoom out, please. Oh, it's because I'm here. There we go. Let me out. There we go. The UI for this game sometimes, I swear. But yeah, I've got a couple of geostationary satellite constellations. They're not in the most precise orbits that I've ever done, but they are pretty close to precise. They've been going a while, though, so they are starting to drift a bit. But yeah, let's go ahead and warp one day. Yeah, there really is something to be said for perfecting orbits in Kerbal Space Program. A lot of people who work professionally in the aerospace industry have talked about knowing how to do orbits by doing math, but then suddenly understanding orbits once they do something like play Kerbal Space Program. Alright, we're an hour and a half away. I'm doing this very carefully. And it's a 2-second burn at full thrust. We're definitely not going to do full thrust. We need better precision than that. Alright, and Kit says, I had 3 probes all around Duna, all within 5 meters of circular orbits. One I managed to get 1 meter. Ooh, that is definitely a feat. I mean, real satellites don't even worry about that much precision. But it is satisfying to do. Okay, so we are very close to the maneuver marker. It's basically just retrograde, so it's actually going to come down in front of us here, since we are pointing retrograde. Alright, and we're going to look in the Kerbal Engineer. Did it unset my my target? It did. Set as target. Okay. We're going to look at this to see what our relative approach is going to be. Alright, let's go ahead and throttle up just a bit, because this is going to... We're going to want some precision here. Alright, and that'll take us within 15 kilometers, which is pretty good. And Kit says the tiniest puff of monopropellant would throw it off, so it was very difficult. I did all the calculations for it by hand. Oh, nice. That's something that I have not done yet, but is on my list, figuring some of this out by hand before doing a mission. I use all the tools in-game and a few of the quality of life mods, but this is essentially a Stockalike game that I've got right here. Where is our... Okay, so we're going to be close at in about 13 minutes. But yeah, the what I've had to do is go in and actually thrust limit like down this far, even the monopropellant as far as possible, and then do some very precise maneuvering. I think I had a geostationary orbit within a quarter of a second of the appropriate orbital period once. And it took that, and it took a long time to get it exactly right. Let's see, let's go, let's look at the target. They're way behind us. Had ambitions for doing all bodies with 3 synchronized probes each. It burned out pretty quick before it was finished. I haven't even been to all bodies. That's one of the goals in this playthrough here. So I've got probes heading out to Moho and Jewel right now. And at some point in the near future, I'm going to start sending missions for relays, and possibly... I haven't unlocked the refineries yet, but we'll be sending some fuel depots out there too. It'll be necessary for that final Grand Tour mission. Okay, we are getting close. All right, let's do target reference here. And okay, where is... All right, there. Okay, so I want to push my retrograde marker toward the target and see if... Okay, good. That is tightening my approach. Exactly what I want. Okay, 1.3 kilometers, that's pretty good. And Raider says, I'm sure you know this, but I updated the old Bob to work on 1.18 and 1.18.1. Yeah, I saw the announcement on your Discord. I still haven't tried Bob yet. It's yet another thing that is on my list, as well as the tutorials for replay mod. Although I did kind of a workshop / masterclass on Discord for some of the other guys on the first SMP, and that went really well. That was a lot of fun. A lot of good info for me in practice for getting ready for the replay mod tutorials. The best ones out there are currently still Slice Line, but they are out of date at this point, so it's time for something new. Alright, we are getting close. Wait for 2.7? Well, that's likely going to happen anyway at the speed I'm going. For replay mod? Like a bunch. Ooh, okay, I'm excited for that. I always like new features. I'm still hoping for field of view keyframes. That's my number one that I want. Okay. We are very close now. Oh, no! Hold on. How do I do the, let's see. Yeah, I'm still a Twitch noob. There should be a way. Send it to me in Discord. I'm gonna launch Discord. And that'll work. So I'm gonna continue on this. But yeah, send it on Discord. I'm sad that it deleted all the things. I need to get rid of Streamlabs. So Streamlabs has some various issues and has been a focus of attention lately. I just again, it's another thing on my long list of things I want to do. It's working right now, but need follows. No, don't ask for follows here. So now following. Thank you for following, Mace. But yeah, people can check your stream on their time, but it's generally not considered polite to come into a stream and just ask for views. Video featuring 2.7 features. Ooh, cool. Yeah, send it to me. I'll take a look at it. I'm very interested in that. All right. And nope. All right, let's finish this approach, and we are going to be rescuing Ripley Kerman. Yeah, I heard that. I haven't tried it yet. I'm always hesitant of forks, especially when the main mod is so good. But my workaround right now for doing things like dolly zoom is just to oversample by a lot, which is something Maurice showed me how to do. And that seems to work pretty well. $300 meters, 250, 200. Okay, that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm still hoping for that to be part of the main mod. Although if a fork can do it, then that's encouraging. That maybe we'll see it in the main mod one of these days. Oops. Okay, my hands are on the wrong keys. That's why it wasn't time warping. There we go. That's better. Alright, and I want to stop relative to this thing, and we're going to give it one of our solar panels. Alright, Ripley. Ah, the ports are obstructed. Of course they are. So I think I have to dock with it. That's what I have to do. Set as target. And we're going to control from here. Yep, gonna have to dock with it. All the ports are on the inside. Oh man, I cannot get over how good the new plumes for the RCS thrusters look. Alright. Now let's... can we aim this thing? We cannot aim this thing because no electric charge. But we are aimed pretty well, so this will be good. I'm going to say those visuals look very nice. Yeah, you're talking about the plumes? Yeah, it's a mod I recently discovered called Waterfall, which does incredible looking engine plumes. And there was an update this past week, and it looks like, as far as I can tell, the only thing that's significantly different is the RCS plumes, and they look real good. They get stuck on when I'm in time warp, though. It's not actually running them, but the plume animation is going. There we go. Alright, and this gets a little bit trippy. I'm controlling the craft from here as if this was forwards, but it doesn't look like it that way here. Let's see. There we go. It says I haven't gotten individual mods much here or Minecraft, but might look into Sodium. Definitely Sodium. Sodium isn't even really a visual mod, it's a performance mod, but it works well with the with Iris for the shaders. Alright. Come on, you can do this. There we go. And we are docked. Okay, so now what I can do. Where is Ripley? There's Ripley. Let's transfer crew. You can come here, and from here, you can definitely EVA. There we go. We did it. EVA. All right, let's turn on your visor lights and let go. And your jetpack. And we want to move across this way. And cannibalize our really nice looking ship. So let's see, is it this one here? This is it. Nope. There we go. Okay, so now if I take this and I put it... Oh, she needs to... Why does she have a parachute? You don't need a parachute. Where can I put this? Just out there. Does that work? Is that hanging out in space? I'm okay with that. She doesn't need a parachute. Oh, it's too big. Yeah, that's just hanging out in space now. And now they're offset, which is hilarious. Physics. Yeah. Okay, a Mark II crew cabin, though. I can put that there. Okay, yeah, she's close enough to that. All right, so we've rescued the parachute. We don't need it, but we rescued it. I wonder, did they get more carrying capacity if I level them up? That does not give her enough space, and she needs the rocket pack. So this is turning into an interesting stream here for sure. Alright, I gotta think. Oh, she's close enough that she can see Elalong's inventory there too. Well, I may just have to tow this thing with the rescue ship. I think that's going to be the thing to do. So let's get out of EVA construction mode and board the ship. I'm still going to need my engineer though, so... I had a feeling that this might go interestingly, so I didn't make plans beyond assembling the station. So, okay, this is going to be quite the thing to fly. I might... No, that wouldn't work. I was thinking about docking it back here, but then I'd be spraying it with my engines, and that is definitely not a good thing. Alright, let's target Arcadia Station and see where we're at. There's Station 1. And we need to catch up to it. Our periapsis is safe. Okay, that's good. So let's just see where we're going to be in a few orbits. That's not too bad. Okay, we can get there. Alright, that's in 5 hours, so let's warp to there. I'm gonna do another quick save just in case I warp past this thing. Little spurts of time warp here. Two hours. 1 hour. All right, 15 minutes. Alright, 5 minutes. Okay, so we want to make sure we can point towards. Let's turn off RCS. Let's use just reaction wheels for now. And point towards our maneuver. There we go. Man, this is a big ship to be using just reaction wheels. Okay. Oh, and it occurs to me I am still probably controlling from there. I want to control from here. Yep, okay. Alright, let's turn on RCS. We're gonna need it for this. This is a big correction. And we're going to have some insane torque on these engines, so this is going to be interesting. I'm glad this is a very small burn. I don't think I would want to try this for a big burn, but we only have to burn 18.5 meters per second. And we're going to do it gently. Definitely gently. All right, let's get a little bit closer to the node. Maybe 1 minute out. And we're just about there. All right, cool. Let's see how this does. Let's shut down this engine. So we're only using these ones, and let's just gently and turn on RCS. Yeah, that's wow. Although, actually, let's turn off RCS. Let's see. This might have power again. Electric charge. Okay, cool. Let's undock. And I need to put this thing in hibernate mode fast. Okay, now we are not using up our electric charge at the moment. We've got the sun going down. Of course, the sun is going down. We have limited probe control, that's fine. That's because we're in hibernation mode. And we need... the maneuver node is attached to the other ship. So we need... Can't add a maneuver because the control is locked. Well, that's annoying. That's really annoying. But we definitely cannot push it with this. So let's take a look. That maneuver node. Which way was it? Okay, it is pretty much pure retrograde. All right, cool. Let's do that. Let's turn on. We have just a little bit of electric charge to work with. We're going to take it out of hibernation. We're going to point retrograde. Arcadia Station is our target. And we are going to burn. Here we go. Cue the interstellar music. All right. Separation at approach is going down exactly as we want. Oh. Activate engine. There we go. I forgot I had turned this engine off. We were using our RCS for that. Okay, and now, now we want to put this in hibernation mode again. Okay, this is the hackiest stream that I've done yet, and I've done some pretty hacky things on stream. But wow, this is rough. Okay, we've got 25 minutes. And then we need to make an adjustment. Okay, we're going to be doing it in the sun, but it doesn't matter because we don't have solar panels. We're basically using the engine to charge our batteries. Let's warp to here. And let's change our reference to our target. Because we're going to need to do some very careful maneuvering now. Time warp stopped. Why did time warp stop? Because we're in the atmosphere. Oh, nuts. Okay. I think we'll be fine. Our periapsis is only barely in the atmosphere. Let's see how this goes. And we're definitely going to need a correction burn as soon as we're back out of the atmosphere. At least we've taken the crew off, so if this burns up, we'll be okay. And our electric charge is... Why? Okay, stability assist was on. That's why. We have 0.35 units left. That was close. Alright, as soon as we're back up out of the atmosphere, I'm... yes, I almost lost it. I'm going to have to immediately turn on the engines to charge the batteries. So yeah, this is definitely the hackiest stream overall. Alright, we're almost back up, and we have definitely lost some of our apoapsis, so we want to point prograde. Okay, good. We are pointing prograde. Alright. Here we go. We have 0.31 ready. Alright. There we go. And now I've got some charge. Oh boy. Monopropellant we're doing fine on, so I'm going to use it. And we need to point prograde again. Okay, good. And this is reducing our separation at approach again. Oh, okay. I am sweating. This is incredibly stressful, but in exactly the right way. And it was all just a simulation. Alright, now let's put it back in hibernate mode. Yeah, let's pin this so I don't have to keep going in there. Let's just pin that right there. Go back to target reference. Turn off RCS. And let's get closer, but not absurdly close, because we need some margin for this. So I'm going to need to turn it around and slow it down. Okay. Right about now is pretty good. Alright, let's turn RCS back on. Take it out of hibernation. Thank goodness we've got some RCS fuel, because otherwise I would only be using reaction wheels and battery power for this. Okay, and I'm carefully watching my batteries. Never watched a battery so carefully ever. Alright, and yes, this is tightening our approach. And keeping our batteries charged. Fantastic. Oh, now it's not tightening our approach. Should I go on this side because it's probably... Nope, that's not helping at all. Yeah, because we're going to be curving around the orbit too, and that is definitely causing us some issues. So I might need to go... And our periapsis is real low too, but we're going to be fixing that. We're not going to be dipping into the atmosphere before we encounter the station, so... Okay, there we go. Now we are tightening the approach. 14 kilometers, 13... 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Okay, 6.5 kilometers. Let's go back into hibernation mode. Turn off RCS, and let's warp until we're closer. I think we can do this. Alright, and I'm going to let this thing rotate until we're already pointing roughly retrograde to the target. And then we're going to do our next correction burn. Alright. Out of hibernation, RCS on. And yes, this is tightening the approach. Okay, good. Whew. I'm feeling better. And Raider says, I can't wait for January. What's in January that you can't wait for? Five kilometers. Oh. Stability assist isn't on. That'll help. New Guitar Hero controller. Nice. Is that when it's released? Oh, now we're losing our tight separation now. Okay. Hibernation on. And I think actually... Whoa. What did I just do? Okay, we're fine. I need to point at the target now. Fully modded guitar, no overstrumming, no fret dropping, no issues. That sounds very cool. Alright, we're going to burn straight towards the target now. There we go. Okay, 1.3 kilometers separation. That's good now. Hibernate. SAS off. Haven't played since Guitar Hero 3. I played Guitar Hero once, I think, and I think it was Guitar Hero 2. I was definitely bad at it, but I could probably get good if I practiced, but there are so many games already that I own and have never played. Okay, we're about to be in physics range. Okay. Out of hibernation. Seriously, this is the most micromanaging of my battery that I have ever done. Considering that I've pretty much never had to micromanage my battery. That's not a high bar, but I've really cleared it. Okay. We need to slow down. If I can get this thing to drift right next to the station, then I should be okay. Alright, we're going to come within 300 meters. That's real good. Let's point retrograde. Okay. Let's do that. And hibernate just one more time. Raider says, I'm so done with my guitar. It's overstrumming like crazy. I'm losing the connection with my frets like every 5 minutes, and some frets are really hard to get registered by the game. Yeah, if it's a control issue, it's rather than a skill issue, it's extra frustrating to for a game to punish you. Plus, the upstrum switch is starting to really die. Now, I'm not familiar enough with the controllers to know for sure any of these, but I have a decent guess. Alright, let's get right up to the station and then stop. And then we should be able to use our forklift for real this time. Alright, out of hibernation. And point retrograde. I have to put on contact cleaner every few songs. Can't grind any songs. Yeah. Okay. Alright. We are at essentially a standstill. I'm going to put it in hibernation. We have a nearly full battery. Turn off RCS and SAS. Alright. Okay, that was a maneuver. And we don't have our engineer. So, what I can do is dock the hubs to these here. So let's go ahead and do that. So here is the forklift. And Kit, do you watch... What's stressful about it? Oh, nothing. Just everything going wrong. Kit, do you watch Mystery Science Theater 3000? Okay, there we go. And this does have solar panels, so we will be fine on power now. Yikes. I'm glad everyone was here to see me derp so hard. Where is this target? Have seen it, not a frequent viewer. Have you seen the one with the forklift on the station? I think it's Fugitive Alien. But it's the one with the character Dave Ryder, and so they make all the beefcake name jokes for him. Slab beef chunk, punt fist face. Stump beef knob, all those names. But yeah, that's why I'm calling this a forklift, is because of that show. I think you're the only other one here who has at least seen it. Alright, and we're gonna have this thing flip out of control again, but this time... Oh, you found the clip? Yeah. So do you have the forklift song? You gotta hear the forklift song. Alright, here we come. Let's slow down. And what if I just put this entire module in place? Oh, I can't because of these. Okay, because of how this is set up. Okay, but it looks like I can undock these. Okay, good. I can undock these even while in hibernation. Alright, cool. Those are in the way, though. That's annoying. Now, I want to make sure I'm controlling from here. And this is probably the last thing we're going to get to do in this stream, unfortunately. Set as target. Okay. Alright, I need to change the camera to locked so that the controls will be more intuitive. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay, now I see what's going on here, and I want to be up over the top of it from this angle. Yeah, and this thing flies like a dream here, at least with nothing attached to it. There we go. Innovative design for a tug. Thank you. I hope it works well. So, I forget when you entered. Was I still trying to catch the tumbling habitation arm with this tug when you got here? Because I had one that was tumbling. Probably gets far more torque than my tube tugs. This one gets a ton of torque. There we go, and an easy docking. Knocked those things out of the way. Fantastic. Okay, so here's the problem. This here, I missed that these parts are all clipping. You see that? So as soon as I undock these, they go tumbling, and this is going to be interesting. So, undock, like that. But now I'm already attached, so we're good. But let's go ahead and go here. Let's take it out of hibernation and stop the tumbling. But yeah, I was trying to dock to the end of something like that. And that makes the docking in Interstellar look super easy. Because he was just having to rotate around a central docking port. Basically, I was trying to do something impossible. And it shockingly did not work. Alright, so now let's control from here. Let's target Arcadia Station. Look at the target. Let's turn these on. Okay, and yeah, let's point right at this station here. And I'm curious whether I'll be able to dock to those docking ports or not. Yeah, this is definitely rougher to fly with something attached to it, but it is working. Love Arcadia as a space station name. Yeah, I'm going with the bear part of Dan Bear Pig. So Arcadia is named, the ancient town, or city of Arcadia is named for Arcus the bear, which is the Little Dipper, Ursa Minor. So that's also the name of my medium launch vehicle that launched this is Arcus. And I'm still working on my heavy launch vehicle, which will be called Callisto, which is the name of Ursa Major. But yeah, Arcadia seemed pretty fitting, which is Surprising for me because I am terrible at naming things. So I'm very pleased that I got something with a decent name. Right, let's at least try to dock it to this port. I think that either the hub itself or the batteries are clipping. So if it's the hub itself, I might have to do some testing between streams. I might have to redesign this and deorbit this and launch it again. So I'm hoping I don't have to do that. I'm hoping it's just the battery that I have attached to the side of the docking port. Alright, let's slow down. Lots of power from these RCS thrusters. And target this docking port. Always made an attempt at clever acronyms. My brother's great at those, and I'm terrible at them, but I love them. But I definitely am willing to take suggestions for names. Okay, there's the... I want that. Okay, yeah, we are oriented properly. I want this on the bottom, essentially. Bob. Yes. Well, we already have Bob Kerman. He's one of the original 3. I think he's one of the ones that stuck, not one of the ones that died. Let's go back into camera locked view. We're coming in upside down, and that's fine. Alright, we're lined up, I believe. A little bit of an angle here, so let's go up this way. Let's see, there's an acronym. I'm going to pause these up. Okay, recently occupied base for entering relevant trajectories. Robert, or Bob for short. So what would be the shortened acronym for just BOB? Or is one even necessary? Alright, now we need to line up just a little bit laterally. There we go. Robert, aka Bob. Okay, maybe just the nickname Bob. That works. That works for me. I'll have to come up with something to give that name to then. Alright, so let's see. There's potentially an issue with this docking port. I don't know if this will let me dock or not. I'm hoping. Whoa, and we are off just slightly. Let's pull back. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky, but I can do it. Yeah, the magnets are grabbing, but something is blocking me. So what is blocking? Let's aim the camera on a part down here. And let's see what's giving us trouble. And I think it is this battery. I think this battery is in the way, and that's why I wanted Ripley up here. So I wanted her to remove these batteries. So yeah, this is a good confirmation that the issue is the battery itself. So let's set the target here. And let's reset the camera. There we go. Pull back. Those magnets are tough, though. There we go. Had to shake it loose. Definitely nothing questionable about that. All right, let's make sure that this thing stabilizes itself. Okay, cool. And in fact, let's control from here, set this as our target, and let's just face the docking port directly in the direction that we want. Okay. All right, fantastic. We're coming in too fast. There we go. All right, we just need to line this up and dock this. And between streams, I think I'm going to take the other two of these and dock them to these docking ports down here. But I'm going to save the... And I'm going to bring Ripley back, but I'm going to save the actual repairs and EVA engineering for next stream, because that's going to be interesting. All right, I think we're pretty well lined up that way and that way. Excellent. Oh, we're losing it, though. There we go. Yeah, having all the RCS back here. I've seen some tugs that extend the RCS forward so that you can adjust to the center of gravity of the tug plus whatever you're towing. So that is something that I want to experiment with for sure. And there we go. We are docked. So yeah, I'm gonna take the other two of these spokes. I'm gonna put them here. Now, eventually, of course, we want them to be around this hexagon here, and there will be another launch with 3 of them. So we'll have 6 total, and they'll stick out. And I may or may not in the future make an actual ring around them. We'll see. That's going to be a little bit tricky to design those, but I've always wanted to do one, so we might. And this does have the option to add one. But we're going to have to, next stream, take Ripley Kerman and move these batteries. And I think I'm going to move them. In fact, I might actually just remove them, because in here we have plenty of batteries. If I can see them. Let's aim the camera here. Yeah, in this service module, we have plenty of battery power. So the Batman batteries. So I don't even need these batteries. They, I thought that would be nice and out of the way, but they needed to be shifted inwards, I guess. So, but they are blocking the docking port. And yeah, that's more than enough battery. And if it turns out to be not enough, I can bring up more batteries. That's a nice thing about a modular station. So yeah, we're going to bring Ripley, and she's simply going to remove these, and we'll save them for later. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. Thanks everyone for joining. Let's see, there aren't a ton of Kerbal streamers these days. Looks like Rocketology is doing Star Citizen instead of Kerbal today. So I'm going to launch, and let's maybe do another blind Kerbal raid, since nobody that I know is streaming Kerbal Space Program right now. Okay. Alright, good, that's muted. Someone's got a lot of viewers, though. I don't see who it is. Okay, I'm just looking at see who is here. Landing on Duna, hopefully. Okay, so this is someone called Night Shadow 747. And that's not someone that I know. I have never seen their streams, so no guarantees there. Hey, Relo! Oops, arrived at the ending. Happy Sunday evening. Yeah, I'll be doing this next Sunday as well, since my Saturdays are just so... Hold on. Okay, no, we gotta go here. Someone's doing a creative build of the Satellite of Love from Mystery Science Theater 3000. Considering I was talking that up today, we've got to go raid this person. This is Ronin Pawn. All right, we're gonna raid them. So yeah, thanks for joining. I'll be doing Minecraft this Wednesday, and next Sunday I'll be doing more Kerbal Space Program. So let's do this. Ronin Pawn. All right, I'm gonna load up their stream now so I don't get an ad. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Starting the raid right now.